Breaking news! LEGO Dimensions is dead! Film at 11! Hello everybody, my name is RetroBoy03, and welcome to a rather sad news video because, well, as I just said, yeah, LEGO Dimensions has officially ended. Or, well, not officially, but all the clues are in place at this point. We know for a fact that it's not getting a year 3. So I think the biggest question to answer here is, why? Well, basically, it all boils down to, in year 1, and while some packs, like, say, Doctor Who, Portal, etc., sold, a lot of them, especially the Wave 1 packs, and the franchises that had a ton of packs, which, well, were mainly the Wave 1 packs, didn't sell as well. Which, you know, is why packs from franchises like Ninjago, Chima, and the Lego Movie always ended up at dollar stores. And that's an issue, because not only are Lego bricks not at all cheap to produce, but also some of the packs needed new molds, and you have all that stuff in the game, so even at $15, they were barely able to break even. So then when year 2 came around, the goal was to, you know, with year 2, the goal was instead to focus more on having more franchises with less packs. So obviously, you have to buy all the packs, nearly all the packs to get all the adventure worlds, plus battle arenas, so if you're a completionist, you have to get every single pack from year 2, which was good strategy. However, there were a few problems here. Number 1, they'd already kinda soiled the deal with year 1. At this point, not very few people that didn't already have Dimensions were going to get Dimensions. Not to mention that the big franchise that they decided to launch their first story pack with was, drumroll please, Ghostbusters 2016! I mean, we all know how much everyone liked that movie. That movie was very good. So yeah, year 2 didn't get off to the best start. And sure, while there were a lot of great packs, like Sonic, E.T., the Gremlins, Goonies, it just wasn't enough to save Dimensions. The packs just aren't selling enough. So, and while it is good that they did at least fulfill the promise for all the Wave 2 packs, it does unfortunately mean that Wave 3 isn't happening. Because, as we can see, TT Games is already making new LEGO games, like the Ninjago game, which already came out, as well as the LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2 game, which comes out in November. And, again, it was just a huge workload for them, huge workload for LEGO, for not enough profit. It just wasn't worth it overall. But, we do actually know some of the stuff that would have been featured in year 3, but before that there was actually one pack that was originally slated for the end of year 3, but then moved to the end of year 2, and then just cancelled in general. That being the Lord Vortech Fun Pack. Now, if you don't know, Lord Vortech was the main antagonist of LEGO Dimensions, and I think it would have been really awesome to get him as a physical minifigure. From what we know, the pack would have obviously included a minifigure of him with an unknown vehicle or gadget, although if I had to guess, it would his gadget would probably be the Try, which would be really cool to get a little mini build of, or alternatively, it could have been some form of Portal or the Foundation Prime Plate. All of those are possible options, and it's impossible to know what he would have come with. However, something that is known is that he would have unlocked access to every adventure world in LEGO Dimensions. Which, honestly, I feel so just for that, he would have sold really well. So I don't entirely understand why he wasn't released, since he kind of would have been like a cheat to get all the worlds. Plus, he probably would have had a ton of abilities, but I digress. One of the biggest thing that was cancelled for year 3 would have been a camera peripheral that would have basically allowed you to take a picture of anything in a 5x5 stud radius, or well, radius, a 5x5 stud size, and that would have been able to be scanned into the game. And while a prototype was actually finished, it never got past the stage to be mass-produced. We also know that one of the franchises that would have appeared in Year 3 would have been a Minecraft story pack. We also know that there would be fun packs for some Year 1 franchises to just add new characters to them, such as Missy from Doctor Who or The Flash from DC Comics. From this, we can probably also presume that we would have seen more characters, both from Year 1 and Year 2 franchises, and one of the ones I really have a feeling we would have seen had Year 3 been released would have been Tails from the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise, a figure that I am really sad that we didn't end up getting. But oh well. Also, unlike Year 2, which only had story packs to X for the stories, which weren't really kind of the plot of Dimensions at all, Year 3 apparently would have returned Dimensions to having a full story, including villain Lord Vortech. And, well, I'm curious how that would have worked. Like, would you have still used wild-style Batman, Gandalf, and the Batmobile for that? Or in Year 3, would the story have required you to purchase a new pack that would have came with a new set of characters from Year 3 franchises? So that's just kind of an interesting thing to think about. And just today, Warner Brothers revealed that it would be dropping LEGO Dimensions, meaning that the Powerpuff Girls, Teen Titans Go, and Beetlejuice sets were the last 4 Dimensions. Or at least, that's what's most likely. However, there is a small possibility, I mean very small, when you think about how Toys to Life in general isn't selling well, like Disney Infinity was cancelled halfway through its 3rd year, and Skylanders hasn't seen a game since the mediocre sales of Imaginators, complete with Crash Bandicoot. But there is slight hope in that LEGO Dimensions, just because it was dropped by Warner Brothers, this might mean that there will be a Disney LEGO Dimensions. However, I kind of doubt this because, again, Disney dropped their own Toys to Life game, Disney Infinity, in the middle of its 3rd year, leaving a lot of packs unreleased, which, at the very least, LEGO Dimensions released everything they promised, since the Lord Vortech pack, the Year 3 packs, none of that was promised, aside from the fact that when the game was first released, it was said that there would be a Year 3. But yeah, that's really all I have for this video. Pretty sad news, I must say, but at the very least, we did get a ton of stuff from Dimensions when you think about it. Like, even if it is just a 2-year game, really the only thing we're let down about is that they said there would be a 3rd year. If they'd said there would only be 2 years, I think that what we got would be more than satisfying. I mean, think about it. Not only did we get packs for classic LEGO franchise... Well, I can't say classic, but you know what I mean. LEGO franchises that have existed for a few years at the very least, like Ninjago and the LEGO Movie, Lord of the Rings, and DC Comics, as well as packs for franchises that were more recent, like Back to the Future, Ghostbusters, and some others, as well as just a ton of packs for franchises that we hadn't even seen in LEGO prior to Dimensions, like Portal 2, The Wizard of Oz, The A-Team, The Goonies, Sonic the Hedgehog, E.T., Gremlins. I mean, like, there's just so much stuff LEGO Dimensions gave us. While it is sad to see it go, at least LEGO Dimensions, in the end, was a pretty awesome game that gave us a lot of fun, over 1,000 gold bricks, a really large amount of money you spent on it if you're a collector, but yeah. Thank you all so much for watching, and in the comments, I want you to tell me what LEGO Dimensions pack, if Year 3 had come out, what pack or franchise you would have wanted to see most in the game. Let it be noted that when I say this, it could be either a character from a franchise from Year 1 or Year 2, or it could be a new franchise from companies like Warner Brothers, Cartoon Network, etc. So, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see all of you in the next video. Bye-bye!